Oh, okay. That was not intentional. Also, my lighting is weird, and I'm hearing myself, but that's just because Wave is doing weird things. Give me a sec, chat. I'm actually going to just, I'm just gonna hop in here real quick. Turn that off because, yeah, I forgot to do a thing. Okay? We gotta fix this pastiness. Num. Gotta fix the pasty mess that is, my face. We do that with this. So little behind the scenes look here for you. We just boop. Whoa! Too much. Also my windows are open, so that's probably contributing to it. Give me a sec. I can close this though. Ka-chow. And then we can ka-chow. Oh. Hello? Hello? Right. Still in studio mode. Yep. Hey, okay. Alright, give me 2 seconds, chat. I gotta go shut the curtain. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Okay, I'm back. See, I told you I'd be right back. You have tea! Yay! Good. I'm glad. Work with me, chair. Please. Alright. There we go. Okay, so, y'all, you should see my desk right now. You should see my desk right now. It's a mess. Because I have the drawing tablet out. I'm doing pretty okay. I'm very tired, and I forgot to take my meds again this morning. Damn it. I need to go do that. I need to go do that. But first... yeah, it's curly brackets. Okay. So, I'm gonna fix the, all the commands and stuff. Cause they're all imported from Nightbot, right? So, yeah, we were actually not trying to figure out the circumference of the moon. We were, trying to figure out how large, the ship is, the Nishimura. So, that's actually what we were trying to figure out. And when I was doing the math yesterday morning on stream, which I think that you were gone by the time that we started doing math, I was basing all of my calculations on the radius of the Earth instead of the diameter of the Earth. So all of my calculations were wrong. Because, yeah, so we were talking about it, and Lily's just like, well, your ship would be like a 12th the size of the moon. And I'm just like, oh, it's definitely bigger than the moon. And then I looked, because I was looking at radius. And I'm just like, oh, everything is wrong. So, yeah, we had to, and then we were like we're trying to also figure out like the gravitational force of the ship. As well, like the external gravitational force, like the escape velocity and all of that stuff. Because we're nerds. And it was, I don't know, it was just a thing that we were doing. Still didn't figure it out, probably won't, not really worried about it, because in order to calculate, like gravitational force and escape velocity and all of that, we need to know the density of the ship. And as you'll see in the design, density is not something that's like super easily available to calculate, because there's a lot of open space in the ship. So, I'm gonna go get my medicine and take that so that I don't die. Could base it on a dreadnought. See, that's the thing though, is that like, because of the material that it's made out of, because it's not made out of steel, right? It's made out of lodium, which is technically stronger than steel, but like the density is, it's weird. Basically, the molecular structure of lodium is stronger than steel, and also just adaptable, essentially, which is what makes it like such a important resource in the system, because you can use it to make anything from like the gargantuan sized siege ships and colony ships, like the Nishimura, all the way down to like the smallest in like fighters and Variform mechs, like what we saw last week, that like, you know, the starfighters that turn into mechs, which is pretty fucking cool. Can't do that with steel. Essentially. At least not in this universe. Okay? But I was trying to figure out, like, what the density of lodium would be. And my assumption is that it's probably about as dense as, like a meteorite, because it's an extraterrestrial metal, right? So, density, it's more dense than steel, but technically meteorite isn't, like, as strong as steel because of the alloys. The different alloys, but like density-wise, yes. At any rate, that's math, and I don't want to do math today. We're gonna draw today. So give me a second. I'm gonna go take my medicine, and I'll be right back. Now that that's taken care of. I got up kind of late this morning, not gonna lie. Which is why my makeup's not done or anything. So, yeah. Just haven't, like... I've been sleeping decently, but, like, not super well. I don't really know how else to explain that. So, here we are. Okay, let's open up Photoshop. Actually, do we want to fix the Stream Elements commands first? Good morning, Lil Sauce, how are you? Yeah, let's fix the Stream Elements commands first, I think. Yeah. I think that's what we're gonna do first. So, all of my commands, I copied and pasted. I have to reach over my drawing tablet to be able to, like, reach all of my stuff. So, these are all my custom commands, right? All of my commands I copied and pasted over from Nightbot, and just the syntax is just a little bit different. So, the commands are all the same, but it's all curly brackets instead of just parentheses. So I have to fix all that. I'm just gonna turn that on. Oh, well, okay, I guess override doesn't work on... That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Chair needs to be updated. How you doing this morning, Lil Sauce? Hope you're well. It's good to see you, fam. How is your hump day treating you? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so this is the one that's gonna take the most work because it's a completely it's a different thing. It's a completely different thing. So, I think I can just do this. And then just do... So far, so good. I have a week off from work. Hell yeah, dude. And then I think I can just do random pick here. Random.pick. A garbage truck woke you up today? Ugh. That's rough, buddy. I really wish that freaking insert lock would work. Because now I have to, like, delete and retype every single one of these double quotes with single quotes. In case anybody is wondering what programmers do for most of the day, it's stupid shit like this. And, like, looking for semicolons and parentheses and, like, fixing syntax errors. This is, like... It's not a glorious life, right? Like, if you've worked in the field, in the industry, like, you know. Okay, random.pick. Yep, okay. So let's just see if that works. Does someone wanna hit exclamation point D20 for me and see if it works? That's fine. This is fine. What the fuck? Well, damn. Okay. Hold on, I'm looking. Can I do... We'll just do this. Whoop. We'll just do this. Boom. See if that works. It's like it just doesn't even want to register it. I want to see if that works. See if the counts are working. Also, good morning, Ferdy. How are you doing this morning? I think I'm pronouncing your name right. If I'm not, let me know. Hey, okay, that's working. So why isn't the user working? That's weird. The arguments are correct. Also, it takes forever for Stream Elements to respond. Okay, okay. So the back half of it's working, but not the front half. Maybe we do sender? Maybe we try that? Because I feel like it's something weird with just the way that YouTube does stuff. Am I like losing frames here? What's going on? Maybe it needs to be sender. Or source. One of the two. Hey! Okay, cool. So we need to do sender. And then I think that's probably the same for to sender. No, to user is fine. But anything that's user. So this should be sender. So let's see if that works. Did the stream just crash, or is it just my dashboard doing weird things? Are we still here? Are we still live? Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure. I'm gonna see if that works. 12 million years later when Stream Elements finally decides to, lol, okay, so that doesn't quite work, for YouTube. Weird, okay, I'm not sure how to do that. Huh. Cause it's only gonna take the first, like the first thing that comes after the @ I mean, it works. Kind of. But it also doesn't. So that's sad. This should be sender. We'll get to the drawing stuff here soon, I pinky promise. I need everyone that plays in Mecha Hack to get like a beacons page so that I can send everyone to all of their social links. I'm pretty sure Eureka has one. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine. Yep, okay, cool. So those should all be working now. Huzzah! Alright. Let's open up Photoshop, shall we? Let's actually draw some shit, y'all. The real reason that you guys are here is not to watch me dick around with Stream Elements stuff. Although I am glad that that's working now. The real reason y'all are here is to draw shit. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some drawing stuff. Also, if you guys are just popping in, make sure to select live chat instead of top chat. I don't know why it defaults you to top chat, but it does. So this is what we have so far. This is what we have so far. I gotta fix it. Like, obviously, I'm colored outside the lines, but that's okay. We can very easily fix that. We're just gonna erase stuff, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. So, I know you guys can't see, like, me drawing on the pad because I don't have, like, the overhead cam set up anymore, sadly. But, you know, we out here. So, yeah. But you guys can at least see what I'm doing, which is the important part. You're welcome. It does bother me that it's, that it only does, like, the first thing after the @ I turned my monitor and I'm beautiful. Aw, you are beautiful. You're gorgeous. You're gorgeous and amazing and wonderful, and I am very, very blessed to have you in my life. So yeah, I'm just doing the fun work of erasing all of the shit that I drew outside the lines. That I colored outside the lines. I know there's probably an easier way to do this. Do I know what that easier way is? No. No, I do not. I do not. At all. That's slightly triggering. I'm sorry. I don't know how to do it any other way. I'm very sorry. I know. I am not a digital artist. I don't claim to be. I don't know how to use the tools properly. But here we are, okay? Here we are. We doing what we do. Also, why is my dashboard like... What the hell? I know there is not that much lag. There we go. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, I don't know how to do this any other way. So, Ash, if you know of a way that I can do this... Actually, you know what? You know what? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I know there's a way that I can, like... Hello? I would like to just select, like, all of this, please. I think I can do it this way. I think I just crashed Photoshop, is what I just did. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Select. Inverse. Boop. Nope. That did not at all do what I wanted it to do. So we're just gonna do it the way that I've been doing it, which is to just use the eraser. I know there's, like I said, I know there's a faster way to do this. Am I going to use the faster way? No, because I don't actually know the faster way off the top of my head, and I don't fucking feel like Googling it. Don't at me, damn it. Again, never claimed to be a digital artist. This is the only way I know how. Hello? Thank you. apologize for that. Now, I was going to, like, not do this on stream. I was gonna try and, like, do this morning off stream before I, you know, came online. But it just wasn't in the cards, fam. I didn't get up early this morning, so... But you know what? That's okay, because we can just sit here, we can hang out, we can chat while we erase stuff. That's how this is going down. Also, don't judge my engine drawings, okay? I know they look like steaming piles of shit. Alright? I know this. I have accepted this. We don't talk about it, okay? Again, never claim to be an artist. Do I have the equipment to make me look like I might kind of know what I'm doing? Yes. You sound like every teacher right now. Well, I mean, I did technically go to school for education, but yeah, no, every teacher that I've ever had that, like, draws stuff, yeah, I'm not an artist. Never claimed to be. Can I draw things sometimes? Yes. Are they always good? Abso-fucking-lutely not. I cuss way more than teachers do, though. So, I mean, in all fairness. Choo-choo! I had an art teacher say that? Oh my gosh! That they never claimed to be an artist? Why are you teaching art? Like, what? What are we paying you for? Like, bruh, you're literally supposed to be teaching art. That's funny as hell, oh my god. You guys want to know the most unfortunate thing and probably gross thing that's happened to me in the last 24 hours? I clogged my toilet, and I do not own a plunger. So I have to go and buy a plunger after stream today. So yeah, that's a thing that I'm gonna have to deal with later. I used the toilet brush. See, I don't have a toilet brush either. I don't have a toilet brush either. So, I just shut the water off to the toilet. Because I'm just like, I don't want to, like... I mean, I'm not... Okay, I'm gonna say that I'm not gonna forget that my toilet is, like... clogged. But it's me we're talking about. So... You know... Here we are. Now, I will say also that if you've seen Knights of Sidonia, yes, this is very heavily influenced by Sidonia. But it is not. It is legally and canonically different from Sidonia. So, don't go saying that this is just Sidonia. It's not. Legally different. Just like the hybrid chassis. Legally different from Evangelion. Just so that you're aware. Just so that you're aware. Yes, heavily influenced. Heavily influenced, but legally different. Absolutely. 1000%. Do, 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 Can we talk about how fucking awesome Harris Heller is? Like, can we just like have a Harris Heller stand moment? Which congrats to the new dad. Like, that's freaking dope. But like the Groove album, the freaking Groove stream elements, not stream elements, stream beats. There's way too many freaking things in the streaming space that are prefaced by the word stream. We got stream elements, you got I believe so. I believe so. She was in labor, like either yesterday or day before. So if she hadn't had the baby by now, holy shit. I was in labor for 27 hours and I wouldn't wish that on my worst fucking enemy. And I was induced. So, whoops. Yeah. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. So yeah, she's either... Yeah. Oof is right. But, yeah, pretty sure they've probably had... Pretty sure that we've probably, accepted baby Heller into the world. Baby blonde boy wonder. I think it's a girl. Because they were talking about, like, naming her Nezuko in the Twitter post. So. I was meant to be born at the beginning of December. When is your birthday, Ash? Ended up being born at the end of December. Oof. I was meant to be born in the middle of March. 27th of December. Oh, so you have Birthmas. You're a Birthmas baby. That's rough, bud. That's rough, buddy. Alright. We're making progress. We're making progress. Is this the most glamorous part of doing all this? Nope. Absolutely not. Does it need to be done? Yes. Me and Lily are talking about having my 21st birthday in Discord. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Because I don't really get to celebrate my B-Day. Aw. Yeah, having your birthday, like, right next to a holiday super sucks. I have a friend who's born on the, on Valentine's Day. My nephew's a leap year baby, so that's always fun. I always shared my birthday. Jesus Christ. I always shared my birthday with my nephew growing up. I'm not gonna do this part, because, like, all of this is probably gonna get colored in the same color. We were talking about doing some Drunk Among Us where we take a shot every time someone dies. Oh my god. Y'all. That's crazy. Absolutely out of your freaking minds. All of you. Okay. Let's paint a little bit, yeah? Yeah. I'm about to drive you crazy again, Ash. Because I'm gonna color outside the lines again, probably. But here we are. I'm gonna try and stay in the lines this time. I make no promises. But, yeah, okay. Yep. And make the plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, throw away the plan. Yep. You want to join? No, because I don't want to die. Not from playing Among Us, but of drunkenness. You're gonna die. My liver can't handle that. I mean, it could, but... Maybe. Put me down as a maybe. How about that? Depends on what's going on here. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying, bacon? Oh, fuck. There is a fly on my screen. GTFO. F off. Also, this is bothering me. But all of this isn't one cohesive color. I don't really give a crap about F. The rest of it, but like, true that. You don't have to drink. That's fair. That's very fair. That is fair. You don't have to. You know what? I almost kind of like it. Like, a little messy. Like, honestly. And that's not, like, I'm not saying that just to, like, be lazy. I, like, almost kind of like it a little messy. Last year, me, Kev, Jack, Dan, Vidge, Perso, Jess, and others played COD and Prop Hunt and Uno the entire day on my birthday. It was so fun. Aw. That sounds like fun. Could definitely get some, like, Back 4 Blood in or something. I'm gonna go for the natural eraser here. Because, yeah, I kind of almost like it a little bit messy here. Yes! I'm down. Totally down. Yeah, bring some character to it. Yeah, I definitely feel like I don't need to, like, make it super clean. Yeah, I like that. Makes it look like it's been drawn, yeah, for sure. Okay. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and fill in the rest of this. I'm gonna get actually a little bit lighter of a gray. Oops, that's fine. The irony of this is that this layer is underneath the blue, but because it's a paintbrush and the opacity isn't like 100%, it bleeds through. Makes the blue a little bit more intense, which is kind of cool. I love these brushes. I got these when I first started doing digital art like a couple of years ago. And cuz I was watching a lot of Jazza at the time. And these are his brushes and they are fan-freaking-tastic. I love them so much. Like, I love the variety in, like, texture and opacity and stuff that, like, they give without, like, with very little effort. Like, with very little effort. Okay, so this is the residential tower. This here, essentially. I love Jazza. He's great. So this whole center area here, this whole thing, this is all the residential tower. Which is this thing, right? So this is a side view of what it looks like. This is the top view. And essentially all of these are populated, like they build up, right? So we have the lower residential district down here, upper residential district up here, and then this is blank space, which actually this is where the Lantern Festival and like the dome and all of that are resurrected. And essentially when they first started, there was only the lower residential district. So this is like all older housing. This is all newer housing, right? And they've built up. So when you stand, this is the military district down here. So when you stand, you're actually standing, here, I'll turn it so that you can see. But this is like, oops. Hello? Wrong button. So this is like the ground, right? Down here. and then this is the sky. And like as you kind of ascend upward, and then right here in between the residential district and this is the sea, there's the command center is there, right? So yeah. Hello, Theo. How you doing? How you doing, famalam? And then we have the observation decks over to the side out here. Yeah, it's really cool. All of this external area. So, I'm just gonna grab a new layer real quick. I don't know, is there anything on this layer? There's nothing on this layer. Okay, cool. So I'm not really worried about. Give me a sec. So all of this, like through here, these areas, this is all like factories and cargo and launch bays and things like that. So which side is the big ass gun and which side is the big ass thrusters? So the thrusters are back here. These are the engines back here, right? And then the gun ports are here and here. There's actually several if you look. So there's like 4 different gun ports on the front. So this is the front here. This is the front here. And then this is the back here. So these are the thrusters. And then again, these are the gun ports. Yeah. Yep. So, but like all of this area, this here, this most external part right here, that is all, that's actually an ice covering. That's an ice coating that coats the outside. Now, the obvious discrepancy is these areas where there's observation decks. So those are the ice covering. The ice coating actually doesn't cover that part, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Also, we fucking name your layers. I'm gonna lock the line art because I don't want to fuck it up. But yeah, so that's kind of how that works. But that ice covering, that ice coating essentially protects the hull from any kind of breach. Which actually I'm gonna go ahead and just. I'm just gonna grab this in this color. And then I think, yeah. And I'm gonna label everything too, so that like, you know, you'll know. How are you doing this morning, Theo? How you feeling? Don't judge me. Again, I'm not really worried about, at this point, I'm now not really worried, like super worried about staying in the lines. Cause like, I think it looks kind of cool when I go outside the lines just a little bit. Gives it, as Ash said, gives it some character. So that's what we're going for here. I'm gonna make this easier on myself. Rather than... There we go. That's so much easier. Boom. Now, is the ice coating a little thicker on one side? Yes. Is that necessarily accurate? No. Is it necessarily inaccurate? Also no. Now again, obviously, the ice coating wouldn't cover where the earth rock is. But we're just going with it. We're going with it, chat. Sometimes you just gotta go with it, okay? This is for visual representation and concept only. This is not meant to be a true to every single detailed little facet thing. Boop, boop. Hello? Nope, I want to go this way. Thank you. This is probably like the most boring thing. It's either super boring for you or it's very cathartic. Like one of the two. I do wish I had a different camera angle for these. Because I'm sure that you guys love staring at my forehead. Someday. It's on the list. It's on the list of upgrades that I want to get. Okay. How's that look? Looks pretty alright. I'm gonna probably bring the opacity of that down a little bit, but just of that whole layer, because that's very bright. I just want it to be like a very, like a subtle... Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah. Okay. So, it's a pretty forehead? Thanks. I appreciate that. Oh, man. At least my forehead's pretty. Thanks for telling me that my forehead's pretty. I appreciate that. Oof. Okay. This video is so hard to edit. They are all yelling over each other. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Welcome to my life. That's exactly how I am whenever I'm, like, editing Mecha Hack stuff. Just don't get me wrong. I love the chaos. The chaos is a ton of fun. But yeah. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that happening in all of the Mecha Hack videos, which is fine. Okay, so we're gonna go back to this. We're gonna grab this and make these a nice, like, silvery color. I don't know what I'm doing right now, y'all. I'm just coloring at this point. Like, that's really about it. I'm just coloring. Again, I am well aware that they look like giant piles of poop. That's literally what they look like. Do I give a flying rat's ass? Nope. No, I do not. Boom. Hey, they look a little bit more like engines now. Okay, so there's another thing that I forgot to draw. And that is the gravity generator down here, which is this area right here. Also I gotta fix this. Fucking hell, this is the wrong eraser. Shit. First of all, this bothers me. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's grab this again, and then we'll grab, I don't know, probably like a 0.3, I think. Yeah. And then, because I need smoothing to help me because my freaking hands are not steady at all. I don't like that. I also think that the lines need to be a little bit thicker, so we're gonna go up to a 0.5. Shit. Smoothing! Hello? That's one thing that I really wish that you could do in Photoshop is like set like a global smoothing level. That way like I don't have to reset my brushes. I get a short break. Huzzah! I wish that I didn't have to like reset my smoothing every time that I switched brushes. Like I really hate that. Now, the whole point of this is to make it look like it's drawn, right? So that's why, like, I'm not worried about, like, connecting my lines, making perfect looking ovals, things like that. Like, I just want to get the point across. Like, this is very, like, concept art, sketchy type of vibe that I'm going for here. Now, there are some that, like, you know, okay, yeah, we'll connect. We'll get a couple that are, like, closer. Acrobat went full bork on my workstation, so IT in the office is going to try and uninstall and reinstall, which means I'm not connected to my work PC until they call me back. Lol. Yeah, I do be like that sometimes. You still working from home, Theo? Until further notice, I take it? Pfft, I always knew this Fraz person was sketchy. I'm sketchy as hell. So sketchy. Oops. Very sketchy. Yep, or I would not be here. Fair. That's very fair. Well, I appreciate that you're taking the time on your hump day to hang out with me. Appreciate that. Fuck. Excuse me. Excuse me. Well, until I can bend my knee enough to where I feel safe driving myself. Yeah, I'm worried about having to make an emergency stops and jump. Yeah. That's what I meant by, like, until further notice. Oops. Too much. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. It just keeps getting worse. It's fine. This is fine. Nope. Okies. I love that so much. It's my favorite thing. I also love my version of the Monka W. Like, it's so good. And nobody expects it, right? Like they're expecting the traditional one. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. That looks pretty good. And then I can kind of throw some, bring the smoothing down a little. Actually, it's not gonna matter because I'm about to change my the brush that I'm using anyway. We'll bring this in, bring the smoothing up a little bit to like 50-ish. And then kind of just doing some, like, some hatching here. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, that looks okay. That looks okay. Okay, cool. So, making homemade pizza tonight? Hell yeah. That sounds good. So I think what I might do is I might actually raise this up. Because this is the military district, right? So this is going to be all of the simulation chambers, all of the barracks, training centers, you know, there's like a few gyms and things like that in there. But I'm thinking that it doesn't need to take up quite as much space, and I think that there needs to be more space. I'm gesturing with my finger like you guys can fucking see that. I think there needs to be more space down here, because these are like underground levels, right? This down here is like where Hawkins and Quinn found the Deceiver Lab. That's not all that's down here, but you guys haven't found the rest of it, so I'm not going to tell you what else is down here. But that's one of the things that's down here. And getting to it is not easy. So, with that said, I think that I might move this up just a bit. Like, I don't think it needs to come up very far. Like, maybe to about, like, here. Like, right there. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Have you ever considered using Forge? What's Forge? What's that? I don't know what that is. For like visual maps, etc. So I use Dungeon Draft for that. But there's not like a lot of sci-fi stuff. I actually am gonna use probably either Dungeon Draft or Incarnate for... Is that my stomach making that noise? Anyway, I'm probably going to use one of those softwares for, I want to make a map of the camp on Elnax. I've never heard of Forge, actually, so I might have to check that out. What did I say, like here? Yeah. Okay. That's about the right place, but that line weight is not right. Highly recommend it. I'll have to check it out. Use it for D&D stuff? Nice. Yeah, that's much better. I think that's much more balanced. Good. That's good. I'm not sure if they have sci-fi stuff, but it's always worth a shot. I have some assets and stuff for sci-fi. Somewhere. Not sure where. Yeah, what I would probably end up doing is just importing it into either Fantasy Grounds or either importing it into Fantasy Grounds or into Roll20, one of the two. So, okay. So, this is what we have. This is essentially, I mean, this is pretty much done, honestly. I just need to label it. So, yeah. So let's do that, shall we? I guess I could add some stuff over on the side over here, like some details and stuff over on the sides over here. But first of all, I need to bring this down because my wrist is starting to hurt. And that is no bueno. We don't like that. So I'm just gonna bring it all the way down. Yeah, that's better. Because I had it up, which normally is fine, but I'm, like, struggling. I'm on the struggle bus today, y'all. So yeah, let's just yeah, I'm just gonna start labeling, I think. My god-awful handwriting. But you know what? It's fine. It works. Also, yes, I draw my dots first. Does that trigger you? I don't know why I do it that way. I just always have. I just always have. So this, I might actually move. Nah, I'm not going to. Oh, Jesus. This is why smoothing is important, chat. That's too far down. We'll just stick to this. God, my handwriting is terrible. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I want to keep my handwriting or if I just want to do text labels. I think I'm just gonna do text labels. Because I don't like that. I don't like the way it looks. We're just gonna do text labels. I don't like it. I don't like it. Ow, my wrist. My wristicles! Yeah. Oh. Right. because it's... Yep. Also, I can't freaking see that. There we go. Righto. Righto, chap. 90? Yeah. Let's make this bigger. Yeah, that looks good. That's much better than my god-awful handwriting. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see my awful handwriting. It's fine. I'm not offended at all. Not even in the slightest. Put that there. F. F. All right. This is a jam, yo. Let's go. I'm about it. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. I don't know how I feel about that. I might do those sideways. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Num 90. Give or take. And then I just need... I could just do that. Then I'm gonna move this over here. 'Cause balance! Yeah. Do 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 do. We can make this bigger. 12. Then we just boom. That's how we do that. And then it looks like it was supposed to be that way the whole time. So that's underground layers. I guess I could make it a little smaller. Yeah, there we go. This is the gravity generator. We're just gonna call this old R&D. Come on. Sure. No, I want you to line up with that. There we go. Put that there. Nope. Shiza. I hate you. I hate you right now. Currently, at this very moment. It's confusing because it's not like true to directional when I like touch the D-pad, the arrow keys. Oops. And then this is the engine block. Okay. So there's that. I need to draw lines and stuff to because that should be in line with that. Cool. And then this is CIC is here. Cool. All right. Have I lost everyone at this point now that I've been labeling everything? I'm pretty sure I've probably lost everyone at this point. Oh, come on. Bro. I'm still here. Yay! Haven't lost everyone then. That is not at all what I wanted to do. Sheesh. Okay. That's the front, this the back. God bless it! Stop flipping my canvas, damn it. Hey Lucio, how's it going? How you doing this morning? I'm fighting with Photoshop. F. Why? Is it doing the weird reverse caps thing? Thank you. That was weird. Okay. Cool. So all of these, I'm just gonna group them together and we're gonna call them labels. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay, we are gonna go, why do all Adobe apps suck so bad if they are the big boy on the playground? No, I mean, Photoshop is fine. What I fucked up because I should have made the canvas, I should have flipped the canvas when I was setting this whole thing up. I should have flipped the canvas, but I didn't, so that's why I'm fighting with it now. I don't think all Adobe apps suck, like, personally. Okay, so this is... Oh, fuck me. Too much. So these are... Oop. Too far. I hate when people scan documents upside down. So it's not that it was upside down, at least this one. I don't know if you're referring to like what I was talking about or not, but yeah, I feel that. Yeah, this one's just sideways, that's all. I should have made it portrait and I made it landscape like a dingus. Okay. So underground levels start here. Yeah. Oh, fuck you. Wrong button, damn it. I hit the wrong button on my freaking tablet. We're not gonna talk about it, chat. Too far. Looks pretty good so far. Looks pretty good so far. Okay, we're gonna reset the view here. Huzzah. Okay. Put that down for a moment. We're getting there, chat. We are getting there. Almost done. Okay, so these are... Freaking really. I hate that. Sometimes you get fonts and they don't have like the symbols and stuff in them, and it really bothers me. This is... Really? Why would you unflip it just because I changed the font? That's dumb. That's dumb, Photoshop. Don't do that. I'm gonna Dex. Cool. Sweet. There she is, folks. In all of her glory. In all of her glory. The seed ship. Oh, man. Yeah. That's about it. That's about all I got. I could probably add some detail, like, over to the side over here. Like, in this area. To, like, showcase where there's, like, factories and arsenals and stuff like that. But, like, I might do, like, a couple of little things. Yeah, I'll do a couple of little things, like, up in here. But that's about it. She's pretty much done. She's pretty much done. One's fine. Just kind of looking to see how I did it over here on my on the paper. On the paper. I also have to be conscious to not like do this because I know that you guys don't want to just see the top of my head no matter how pretty my hair is. You know, because that's no fun to look at. I guess I could just turn my webcam off while I'm doing this, but like, where's the fun in that, you know? Thanks, I hate it. How did I manage to make it look like halfway fucking decent over here? Jeez. Oh, yep, already read that part. Hate when people scan documents upside down. That's the worst. F. Give me smoothing, damn it. I did it really well over here because I just didn't give a fuck. I give a fuck now. Are my lines straight? No. But let's get one thing straight about me. I am not. Let's get one thing straight. I am not. Which means that by default, I am pretty much incapable of drawing straight lines. F. Do they have to be perfect? No. Do I want them to look nice? Yeah, absolutely. Of course I do. It's gonna go on the internet for everyone to see. And so of course I want it to look nice. Morning, Onyx Raven. How you doing? Whoops. Oh my god, you guys, I drew a straight line. That'll never happen again. Someone clip it. I would say clip it, but can't clip on YouTube, which is a problem. They really need to get that functionality going for everyone. The cat is licking my chin hairs. Aw, Kitty loves you. Kitty love you. Ooh, okay, 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 okay. This doesn't look awful. Okay. Alright, we're vibing with this. We're gonna get some thick-ass cross-hatching going on up here in a minute. Not cross-hatching, but just hatching. Okay, 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 okay. I'm not mad about this. Whoop. I did so good for like this line, and now it's just like, well, you've drawn your 2 straight lines for your entire career. That's it. That's all you get. F. Good enough. But yeah, so this just gives you guys an idea of like just the sheer scale of how huge this ship is, right? Because like each one of these is like an arsenal or a factory of some kind, right? Just the sheer scale of this thing. So what's everybody got planned for their hump day? It's the middle of the week. What are we doing? What we got planned? What are we doing today? Me, I'm probably gonna be hyper-focusing on all of this all day. Because that's like all my brain is currently capable of doing, apparently. Is just mecha hack all the time. That's like literally all I can think about nowadays. Which I apparently am not alone in that, because I've had a couple of my players be like, that's all I can think about. I just want to play more mecha hack. And I'm like, bro, me too. Same. Which, if you guys haven't watched the latest episode, it is up, the VOD. Peer reviews for work all morning? Woof. No thank you. I hated peer reviews. It was the most, like anxiety-inducing thing for me when I was working in IT. I hated peer reviews. Like, I love and hate them, right? Because, like, they're necessary and super helpful. But, like, I hated them so much. Because it's like, you know, especially when you're, like, the new kid on the block, essentially. Like, ugh. Yeah, not my favorite thing. Okay, yep, I officially cannot draw a straight line anymore. There we go. Okay, that works. We're going with it. Shit. Like, especially when I was an intern, like, peer reviews were... Oh god, I hated them so much. Because it's like, you know, you've got all these people in this department that have been here for, like, years and years and years, especially at the company that I was at, because when people, like, go to that company... hello? Hello? Hold, please. Are we back? I think my internet just had a stroke. Pretty sure my internet just had a stroke. I think we're back though. I think we're back. Yeah, I think we're back. Okay, okay, okay. Huh. That was scary. That was scary, y'all. I think we're back now, though. I'm seeing a 3K bitrate, so, and stable. So I think we're back. I think it just is taking a moment for my YouTube dashboard to catch up, and thereby you, chat, to catch up. So yeah, I, do seem to be back. Sweet. Love that. I have to figure out what I'm, like, I know what I'm gonna do with, like, I know what's next, right? For, like, the next session after last week's cliffhanger, which, if you haven't watched the session and you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, what are you still doing here? Go watch the session. I'm kidding. Don't leave me. I'm scared and I don't want to be alone. No, I'm kidding. But at any rate, if you weren't here for the big cliffhanger last week, you don't know what's going on. But I know what I'm gonna do next, right? Like, I know what's next. But I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how to get from where they are now to, like, the next, like, story beat mission type thing. There are a couple of, like, places that we could potentially go, but, like, now I also have to start incorporating other factions into the whole thing, which, I mean, is fine, and, like, I'm super excited to do that, but it's like, I have bullet points that I need to get to, but it's how do I map it out, right? Like, I feel like I'm playing a game of connect the dots right now, which is fine. Sorry, there was dust on my camera, but I want them to be able to connect the dots too. Like, if that makes sense. I want them to have some autonomy as to what the picture looks like when all of the dots connect. And being able to do that is probably one of the hardest challenges that I've ever faced as a GM. And that's in any game world, right? So, like, that's in D&D, that's in Mecha Hack, that's in Pathfinder. Like, it doesn't matter what game you're running necessarily. It's all about, like, the story building. So, and it's not an easy thing to do all the time, right? So, here we are. Yeah, I'm digging how this is. I'm digging how I like this. I'm a fan. I think that we can probably call it good, honestly, at this point. I'm pretty happy with it. And I feel like if I just continue to sit here and mess with it, I'm gonna get upset about it. So, what's this? Okay, I need that. I'm gonna put that in the labels folder. And then up here, there are some other details that I want to add, but they're just details. They're not like anything super crazy. I just want to get some like really intense like cross hatching in here, right? Just to kind of fill it in. Hello? Thank you. Not cross hatching, but hatching. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Especially if you're an artist, you know what I mean. Or have taken any form of like art education at all, like even in public school. Just because I think it helps to fill it out, right? Like, it doesn't need to be, you know, anything super fancy. I just kind of think that it helps to fill it in. And I'm gonna move this underneath here. Nope, that's not the one I wanted to move, thanks. This. But yeah, I'm trying to, like, it's gonna be fun. I've really enjoyed doing everyone's character arcs, right? Like, that's really, like, how I tell stories, is I center the story around the characters. I don't necessarily... I mean, I have, like, an overarching plot, right? But I don't decide on, like, an end goal. Like, I don't start with an end goal in mind, right? Like, I have ideas for characters. Like, even for me, like, the big bad is always, like, just a character in the story, right? So we'll get to, like, the big bad's character arc eventually, and that'll be, like, oh, okay, well, that's the plot, right? Like, that's always kind of been my approach to things. Is it maybe counterintuitive? Is it different than a lot of GMs? Yeah, probably. But does it work for me? And does it help me to make sure that, like, the players feel like the story is focusing on them? Yeah, I think so. I've always thought that centering the game and the story around the players should be how the game is played. Like, that's just always something that I've felt very strongly about, when it comes to tabletop games, or, like, any kind of collaborative storytelling game, right? See, now I feel like it's too much. I feel like that's too much. I feel like it doesn't need, like, all of this up in here. Just kind of, like, sporadically throughout. Yeah, that looks better. But yeah, like, I think that doing that... Have you ever played something like Blades in the Dark? I think you do a really good job of making it player-led. I have not. I've actually never heard of that. I think they do a really good job of making it player-led. Yeah, I've actually never heard of that. I'll look that up. Blades in the Dark is a tabletop role-playing game about a crew of daring scoundrels seeking their fortunes in the haunted secrets... Ooh, industrial fantasy. Inspired by Victorian London. Interesting. Robust core mechanic which puts the fiction first. The strength of a character's position, desperate, risky, or controlled, matters just as much as the character's ability scores. A lightning-fast mechanic for planning criminal operations to cut through the usual slog of planning at the game table. Rules for alchemical experiments, gadget tinkering, and weird occult powers, including rules for playing ghosts and other strange beings. A setting to the haunted city of Duskval, with the maps, factions, NPCs, schemes, and opportunities you need to run an exciting sandbox game. Interesting. Length, 2 to 6 hours. Interesting. Okay, so I've seen this. I've seen this cover art. So I have heard of this, but I've never actually, like, paid attention to it. I've seen it at game shops before. Interesting. Might have to try that sometime. Definitely might have to try that out sometime. That sounds really cool. I'm a sucker for Victorian fantasy. I don't know anything about history. I am not a history person, like, at all, but I just love the aesthetic of it, if that makes any sense at all. We had a D&D campaign that we were going to start up that was like Victorian London and like very steampunky, and I just love that shit. Like, I am a huge fan of like the Dishonored games, which I think really encases that like Victorian steampunky aesthetic. I'm a sucker for those games. I love those games so much. Because it's very, like, you know, a mixture of occult and, like, steampunk. Which is steampunk. OMG, I would be so into that. Well, maybe, once we get some things going and I get, like, get less busy with work and I actually get around to, like, having my content backlog done, I would love to run some more games. Because I don't know, at this point, I don't think Outsiders and Outcasts is gonna happen anytime soon. Which, I mean, that's okay. That's totally fine. That was, for those of you who don't know, that was the D&D game that I was completely homebrewing from the ground up with some Guilded partners. And we were going to, they were going to sponsor us, and like it was going to be like a whole big thing. But unfortunately, a lot of folks have had just a lot of stuff come up in their personal lives. And it's kind of on hold indefinitely right now. I hope that we can get it going because, man, I've got some really cool ideas for it. Okay, how are we feeling about this? I'm feeling like this is finished product worthy. What do you guys think? What do y'all think? I'm thinking this is finished product. Like, honestly, honest to goodness. I feel like if I keep messing with it, I'm gonna just keep adding stuff, and I like it. Nice. I'd love to do one with you guys, but it would have to be on an afternoon at weekend. Yeah, no, absolutely. Looks good to me. Sweet. All right, we are gonna save it, and we're gonna export. Don't look at all my files. We're gonna move this to Mecha Hack. References. Ow, F. All right. Boop-a-doo. There she is, in all her glory. In all her 4K glory, chat. Alright, let's, I'm gonna pop this over into the Unit 12 Discord, and onto the Guilded, which, if you guys aren't, in the Guilded, and you want to come hang out and talk about Mecha Hack stuffs. Yes, so this is actually not an asteroid. This is actually a chunk of Earth. So essentially what happened is, during the, I can't remember the exact timeline, I'd have to bring it up, but, when the colony ships were created, it was to escape an oncoming apocalypse. Like, essentially, the planet was dead, and dying, and an increase of tectonic activity, so on and so forth, was, like, literally threatening to split the planet. So they built these colony ships, got everyone that they could on board, and left the system to head to Lodestar Alpha. Then, about 150 years-ish, 150 to 200 years later, give or take, construction started on 3 of these seed ships. So there are actually 3 of these. This is the only one to actually have returned to Lodestar Alpha so far, is Nishimura. There are 2 others that we haven't encountered yet. And I'm not going to give you the names or anything about them because secrets. But there are 2 others. It is known that there are 2 others. And essentially, these were built originally. It was just this this center part. Again, I'm gesturing with my hands like you guys can fucking see what I'm pointing at. So it's just this center part originally. And this is made out of lodium metal. This whole thing is made out of lodium metal. So they sent it back to the solar system to retrieve what they assumed to be whatever was left of the Earth. By the time they had gotten there, the Earth had split into about, like, give or take, I believe it was 6 pieces. And there were 3 essentially quarters, and then the last piece was just, like, completely fucked, essentially. So they retrieved one, each of the 3 seed ships retrieved one of the quarters, and mined out the center to build their lower residential districts. Basically, when they set out, all they had was the military district and like a couple of civilian scientists and things of that nature, research and development. Not a lot of people on board, right? Because the whole point was to go out and find other habitable star systems. So they assumed that they were probably going to pick people up on the way, which they did. But they hollowed out the center in order to essentially just jam the Nishimura into the middle of this hunk of Earth. Used the raw materials to create, to build the residential tower, like the lower residential district of the residential tower. Started building some other, you know, necessary things for the ship, so on and so forth. And now what's left is just anything that they can use for, like any kind of metal alloy, which there's a lot because it was superheated and cracked. So it's mostly just metal alloy and carbon at this point. There's not really much left. Any kind of, like water and like any kind of sea life that they were able to rescue from Earth and took to Lodestar Alpha lives up here. There are some critters that live flora-wise. There are like some birds and cats and rats and mice and like foxes and bunnies and like things like that. But nothing like insane. The sea, there's some it's all non-mammalian life, right, in the sea, because of just the simple fact that there is no surface. It's just water. It's just the ocean. There is no, like, beach or anything like that, so there would be no way for mammalian life to survive in the sea. So it's like things like squid, jellyfish, sharks, fish. There's some coral, stuff like that, but yeah, flora and fauna are pretty basic. Just what people need to, you know, be able to nourish themselves. There's greenhouses and like agriculture and things like that, but they're like stacked greenhouses, and there's like flora that grows up the side of the residential tower, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, long explanation for basically it's just a hunk of Earth. So yeah. I'm gonna move this over into the Unit 12 chat. Some of the people that joined the Social Blue Book Discord server make me question things. They make me question lots of things. So, okay, kids. Yeah. So this was a pretty effective use of time, I think. We finished it. I'm going to probably start working on the size comparisons of all of the Aeon class of ships. And I'm probably gonna finish that today. That's probably all I'm gonna work on all day, knowing me. So, but yeah, it's been about 2 hours. I've got a crap load of stuff that I need to do around the house today. I need to clean. My house is a frickin' mess. So I'm gonna go ahead and end stream a little early today. I know I normally stream until like 11:30 noon-ish. But I have a ton of stuff that I need to do today that I didn't get to yesterday because I had mini fraz all day. So that's where we're at. So with that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. I will be back Saturday morning. We will be playing video games on Saturday. We'll be playing video games on Saturday morning. I will be playing Horizon Zero Dawn. We're gonna put the freaking computer through the ringer. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Until then, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. Yeah, I gotta go get a plunger. I gotta get a plunger and cat food. No, I'm not going to use the two things together, but I also need to pick up cat food because I'm out of cat food. So, don't get any weird ideas. But yeah, so once again, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. This was different. I don't know if I'll do another, like, art stream like this. I'm definitely, if I do, I definitely need to set up a different camera angle. I'm not a big fan of y'all staring at my forehead the whole time that I'm drawing, so. Frick. Okay, anyway. You enjoyed it? Okay. Don't mind me and my yawns. Sorry. I apologize. So yeah. Okay. Well, that's gonna be it for me today. Y'all have a fantastic Wednesday. The day with far too many fucking letters in it. And I will see you guys Saturday morning. So have a great rest of your week. Critical Role Campaign 3 Episode 4 Watch Party on Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. In the Gilded. So if you guys are wanting to be, if you want to catch up on Critical Role Campaign 3, and you want to come hang out and chill in the Gilded while we watch and chat, feel free to do so. It's going to be fun. It was a lot of fun last time we did it. We haven't done it for a couple of weeks, but feel free to do so. It'll be a lot of fun. Until then, you guys have a fantastical rest of your day, and I will see you guys on Saturday. Bye!